drip on. Talking about that work, don't hit my iPhone, hit my flip phone. Shorty bad as hell, she might be yellow, might be red bone. Talking about I made it, how you ain't know that I've been on, been on. Hopped up at the bed, I put that drip on. Talking about that work, don't hit my.
What's up, you guys? It's your girl Deshay, aka Deshay DeVille, Slay, or Slay the Villain, whatever you want to call me. I'm so extra. But yeah, I hope you guys can hear me, but we have to have the window down right now, so. But I'm just coming to you guys to give you some info, some updates. So I stated in my last video that, what did I state in my last video? No, I basically stated in my last video that I went to my doctor's appointment on Tuesday, which is usually on Mondays, but of course Labor Day. So I went on Tuesday, and when I got there, my blood pressure was high. They really didn't even check his heart rate or anything. They sent me right next door, well, out the back door of their building into the hospital portion of it to be monitored at L&D for my blood pressure. And, you know, they monitored for contractions in his heart rate and everything. And I guess prayer works, because I got there and they said that my blood pressure was fine, basically, once I got there, which it fluctuated when I was in a doctor's office as well. They checked it the first time, it was like 140/93 or something like that. Then I was like, check that again, and it went down to like 136 over something. And then when the doctor came in and checked it for herself, it was like 153/103. So she was like, yeah, I'm gonna go talk to the other, you know, the head physician, because at the doctor's appointments, I'm not even sure that I'm seeing anyways. That's something else. So she went and checked, like, discussed what they were going to do, and they decided to go ahead and send me over to L&D to be monitored. Okay, so now that I explained that, while I was there, everything checked out fine. They did urine. They said there was trace amounts of protein in my urine, but, you know, so it could be like signs of preeclampsia coming on or whatever. So they had me do a 24-hour urine test, which I ended up doing yesterday. So I was like, I'm not gonna vlog urine for you guys. Like, did you want me to vlog my day of urine, not like actually peeing? But, you know, there was really nothing to vlog. And I've been asking you guys to leave suggestions in the comments on what kind of videos you would like to see, anything you would like for me to talk about in the video. So do that, because I would like to get content out for you guys, but I don't want to just oversaturate and make videos that you don't even care about, you know what I mean? So that's that. I know I mentioned before that I failed my first glucose test, the 1-hour glucose test. I failed it, but when I went back, I don't know if I ever updated you guys on that. When I went back and took the 3-hour test, I passed it. Now, I barely passed it, but I passed it. So they were like, you don't have gestational diabetes. If you would like, you can still talk to a dietitian. I talked to one, but I've still been, I'm not going to tell no story. I did good for like a week or two, and then I went back to my regular eating habits, because, I mean, I don't have gestational diabetes, so, you know, I figured I was going to enjoy it. But now I'm having blood pressure issues, but I don't eat a lot of salty foods, to be quite honest. I don't eat frequently throughout the day at all, so I don't think it's what I'm eating. I don't know what could be bringing on the high blood pressure. I don't have issues with it when I'm not pregnant, so I guess we'll get to the bottom of that. But, and you know, in case you guys didn't know, I am 28 years old, so, you know, I'm not a spring chicken anymore. So that could be what it is, you know. But yeah, yeah, so I know y'all probably like, how much chapstick you gonna put on? So I just wanted to come and basically give you guys that update while I'm on the way to the doctor's office, because that's where we're on the way to now. So you guys, I am back. I did not record inside of the doctor's appointment. But how it went was, I got there, the first reading was like, wasn't too high, it was like 130 something over 94. They were more concerned about the bottom number, and then they redid it and it was like 126 over like 90 something still. So she went ahead and went and discussed with I'm sorry, I have not ate all day. Chick-fil-A mukbang. I have a spicy deluxe. It has way too much lettuce on it, as always. With some fries, and then I have a fruit cup also. But back to the topic at hand. Basically, she just wanted to get approval before she scheduled an induction, because with my blood pressure, they said that if you have blood pressure that's high within, like, you know, a couple of days apart from each other, however far apart from each other, they try to go ahead and induce at 37 weeks. And as you guys know, I just hit 36 weeks today. So next Friday at 37 weeks, I was scheduled to get my cerclage removed. And I knew. She went out and she took a little while, and she came back and was like, the lady that she had talked to was actually with someone, so just give her a few minutes. But then she was gone for like an additional 5-10 minutes. So that kind of gave verification to me for what was about to go down. Then she came in with a paper in her hand, and it got real. And so she basically told me, hey, because of, you know, they don't know if I have preeclampsia or not yet, because I just gave them my urine samples. But because I do have gestational hypertension and I do have that whole cord insertion thing going on, they were not going to let me go past 40 weeks anyways. So instead of just removing the cerclage, I get induced. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be posting any vlogs until then, because this is a surprise. I was going to post a vlog I was going to post prepping, like, because I'm in a nesting stage. I want to like clean baseboards and everything. I was going to do that yesterday, but the next time you see us in this video will be part of the labor and delivery vlog. So I'm not sure. I know I'm having a PM induction, but I'm not sure exactly what time they actually going to call on the day of. So I'm excited for that. I would show y'all Babe or get his reaction, but I got to do his hair. So I know how he is about his hair. So, but I just wanted to get y'all that update. See y'all next week. Wish your girl the best as you're watching the video. And yeah, see you next time. What's up, you guys? I am back. Today is official induction day. We're ready. So I have to be at the hospital in about 30 minutes. It's like a 15-20 minute drive. Where is all this lint coming from? But yeah, so we're on the way there now. I'm really excited. I'm not nervous. I'm just so anxious. Like, I was ready to leave when she called. What? Oh, on top of it fell off. See, he's forgetting stuff already. He set a bottle of water on top of the car and forgot it, and it just fell off. But yeah, so you know, I'm very, very excited. We said a prayer and everything. Now it's just time to get to the hospital, make it do what it do. So the next time that you guys will see us, we're gonna be checked in and everything, getting started, and then I'll be back with an update. All right, so I said I was gonna update you once I got in here. You guys, totally nothing's been done yet. Bunch of questions, updated my chart, got the IV in, have not gotten my cerclage removed yet, so that they're gonna do that right now. She's running my blood work down to the labs. Daddy's here. And I guess after we get like everything started, I'll have him do a show of the room. It is not it's nice and spacious in here. This is just where I'm delivering at, and then afterwards, of course, they move me to postpartum room. But it's very big and spacious, and there is a tub for hydrotherapy in the bathroom. I don't know if you can see that over there in the corner. So yeah, but I will keep you guys updated. I am excited. I hate the way, okay, I just want to speak on this because she just got the IV literally like hooked up, and I hate the way it gives you like a taste in your mouth, and I hate, oh. Have you ever had an IV? Okay, so it's like you know how you go to the pool and you get chlorine in your nose and stuff? Mm-hmm. I guess that's how you would explain it, like how it is. But yeah, so that part I'm not that excited about. But yeah, so the nurse is really, really nice. We've been having good old conversations so far. He's doing great. I don't know if I'm dilated or anything because they have to get the cerclage out first. So now that they finally got the IV in, she's going to come back, finish asking me my life history, and then we're... Oh. All right, so we went from questions to straight torture, like torture. I got my cerclage removed, and when I tell you guys, so I've had that thing in since May, and it was really high up, and I knew that from when they checked it prior when I had pressure and stuff. So not only did they have a hard time finding it, which made it kind of uncomfortable, like it was starting to embed itself as well. So they said I did amazing. Like, babe, what you?
Yeah, she did real good. Like, she has a real high pain tolerance.
They said I did amazing. They said I did better than people that get like the regular cervical checks when they're, you know, in labor. But that mess hurt so bad, and it was bloody. Like, I was looking at the nurse's gloves afterwards, but it's because it was like, of course, you know, it's stitched in there, so you're gonna have blood and bleeding. But anyways, off of that gory detail, now I have the Foley catheter in. I was 1 centimeter once they got the cerclage out, which I was hoping to be at least 2 or 3, but that's okay. But they got the Foley catheter in. Before she got the catheter in, she said she was able to stretch me to a 2. We've been here going on 2.5, almost 3 hours. Yeah. Like in like 10 minutes, we will be here for 3 hours. So that's the only progress that we really have so far. And then they're getting ready to start the Pitocin soon, so that should be fun. But yes, that hurts so bad. And now that I have the Foley catheter in also, I'm starting to cramp a little bit. I was looking at the monitor to see, I'm kind of feeling like I'm sick. I don't know, like if there's contractions on the monitor. Do you see contractions?
Is it
the bottom one?
The gray
yeah.
One? No.
But yeah, so with the Foley catheter, it doesn't really hurt, but this bed is really uncomfortable. My lower back is killing me. So And now my sister's on the phone being worrisome. So I'll be back. All right, for a quick update. I just have the Foley in still, just the Foley. They haven't started Pitocin yet, but I've actually started having contractions. I don't know if I mentioned that last time. The nurse pointed one out. So I was having back pain and I didn't realize that that's what I was actually having contractions. But she came in and she was moving the monitors around and she was like, "Oh, there goes one. Do you feel that one?" I was like, "What?" She was like, "A contraction." I said, "Is that why my back's hurting?" So yeah, my back is killing me. I'm starting to have contractions and I'm actually starting to have some pretty big contractions. But I'm a not look at the monitor. They kind of regular for me not to even have Pitocin started. So y'all, it's getting intense. Like for the most part I'm okay with most of them, but then every now and then I get that one that's just like I literally have to as you can see, I was trying to tell y'all, and then I had one that was pretty intense. So yeah, it's getting kind of real, and they haven't even started Pitocin yet. So hopefully I can make it through this without tapping out and getting an epidural. But if I have to get an epidural, I just get it, cause baby. But I'm gonna wait until I'm gonna try to wait as long as possible for the epidural to make sure it doesn't wear off when it's time to push, if I do decide to get one. But I just really wanted to update you guys. Dad is in here just like, I don't know, fidgeting around. He won't sit down. Babe, you want to say something on camera? How do you think it's going?
I think it's going pretty good.
How do you think I'm doing so far?
I think you're doing pretty good. Like a real champ over there.
Come on, like a real champ. I don't feel like a real champ, but whew, we're gonna see. Oh yeah, and he is moving around like crazy. But yeah, I'll come back and get you updated, probably show you guys the monitor after a little while. I might have him take over recording if my contractions pick up any more than what they are. So it's your girl Deshay. I'm doing this for y'all, cause whew, baby. But I see you when I come back. So I'm back briefly just to show you guys the contractions. As you can see, the green are the contractions. So yeah. You want me to update? So you guys, I'm 4, almost 5 centimeters. It is 12:10, but by like 11:55, I went to the bathroom and the Foley came out, and she checked me and she said I'm almost 5 centimeters. And mind you, they started the Foley at like 10 something, about 10 o'clock. So progressing really fast. She said if I want an epidural or whatever pain medication, I should probably get it sooner than later, since my labor is progressing kind of fast. And yeah, your girl's having another contraction. Yeah. So, you still recording? so I'm gonna make this really fast. It's 1:03 and I'm now at 6. I just got checked. If you can hear the water in the background, I'm about to try to get in the tub for about 15-20 minutes. See if that helps ease off these contractions. Well, not ease off the contraction, but just relax me a little while. So hopefully I can make it to this 10. So far, no pain medication, no IV medication, and no epidural. It hasn't been too bad. I'm able to breathe through. I'm able to breathe through most of the contractions. How are you feeling so far, Papas?
Good.
So me and the nurse, I said I think 4 o'clock. She said she think 5, but then she said probably sooner. So I said 4, she said 5, then I told her I was thinking 4, and she said probably sooner. So about to get in the tub. Alright, you guys, so it is 2:11 a.m. and they gave me my contractions were like off the charts and coming like really frequently. So I broke down and got IV pain medication, which is fentanyl. It's helped a lot. I mean, the pain wasn't unbearable. I could have went without it, but honestly, I was just scared that I was gonna get to the point where I couldn't get anything, and then I'd be like, I can't do this. But yeah. So, and then the fentanyl is making me itch so bad, like. But now that I got the fentanyl, I basically can't feel the contractions. So my contractions, they were really high, like in intensity and really close together. But now I can barely feel them. But like I said, it wasn't unbearable. I could have breathed through it, but I'd much rather have IV pain medication than an epidural. And you know, if the contractions stay how they are, I don't see myself having to need an epidural. That was like a last resort for me. But the nurse did basically say like my concerns about like the epidural stalling things or slowing things down. She said I'm like, my body is doing what it's supposed to be doing. Like, I'm progressing really fast. So she wouldn't see that as being an issue, but I still didn't want to go that route. So I did get IV pain medication. I would suggest if anybody wanted to get medication or pain relief to try the IV first if you're able to, or if you don't have reactions to certain medication, and then go from there. You know, epidural is not bad, but I mean, everybody's pain tolerance is different. I could really have went without anything, but I was just scared once my water broke that I was going to get to the point, and once it's time to push, that I was going to regret not getting anything. But they just broke my water, and I'm still at a 6, and the contractions are not picking up on the monitor again. Like, he keeps moving, the monitors, they said my stomach is so small, like it's small, but it's like perfectly round, so the monitors keep sliding off. So she has to keep, like, for the contraction monitor and even for him, they have to keep coming in here and like readjusting. I tried to get in the tub, but the water didn't even get hot, and
So then I was like, okay, well, it's better for me to stand up. When I was standing up, I couldn't even really feel my contractions, but the monitors just kept sliding everywhere. So I was like, I'm not going to make your job harder. I'll lay down so that way you can monitor what you need to monitor or whatever, because they do want to keep a monitor on him, especially with him having that the Mentwist cord insertion. So yeah, but everything is going great. Like, they started the process at 10, back about 10, right? And here it is, 2 o'clock, and I'm at a 6. So they just brought my water. Hopefully that speeds things up a lot. But yeah, I'm really itching though. But he seems to be doing really well, and the nurses are like, wow, oh, I got hiccups. He progressed really fast. I guess I don't know, the room is pretty large, like base set up over there. You gonna try to get some rest?
You alright?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm Gucci. So, yep. And we say about 4 o'clock, 4 a.m. So we're gonna see. It's 2:15, so I'll be back. I'm gonna make sure Bae tries to get, video for when he comes out. Because they said I can get pictures, so I'm just gonna have him record when he comes out and do some snaps. But yes, this feels so disgusting. Like, my water's just like constantly leaking, and she wanted me to lay on my side to try to, go ahead and, I don't know, I guess keep things going in that gravity. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. So really quickly, y'all, I just got the epidural. I tapped out. Can you hold this, because I'm shaking? But yeah, so I just got the epidural. When she upped the epidural, she went from a 2 to an 8, seemed like. M's or whatever that is. Right. And it just got real from there. So I just got the epidural. I'm shaking, like, that's how much pain I was in. Now I just feel immense pressure, but she said I'm at a 7 now. So that makes sense also of why my contractions got like that. Oh my gosh, y'all see how I'm shaking? Like, my contractions had me shaking like that. And now I got the epidural. I can't stop shaking, but I feel so much pressure in my vagina. And he's facing the side, so they want to turn me to my side in a few minutes. Oh my gosh, so much pressure. Oh, every time I have a contraction, it's pressure, like something is like trying to force its way out of my vagina. It's terrible. But oh my gosh, why is this blood pressure cuff getting so damn tight? It's like cutting my, you see how tight it's squeezing my arm?
You need to take it off?
I'm gonna have to look.
You gonna take it out?
No, I'm gonna tell her when she come back. This blood pressure cuff is too tight. What is my blood pressure this time? But yeah, you guys, yeah, I don't even know what to say at this point. What's up, you guys? He's here. Everything happened so fast. I went from a 6 to a 7 to calling the nurse because I felt insane. Okay, so I think I told you guys that I got the epidural. It helped the contractions. I couldn't feel the actual contraction like in my stomach, but I could feel all the pressure, and it was so much pressure, like it was crazy. So I ended up calling the nurse because I had like 4 contractions back to back, like non-stop. There wasn't no break in between. It was like a contraction, and it felt like something was trying to burst through my butthole. So I'm like, I have to call the nurse. He has to be coming. Because she had just checked like 15 minutes ago, and I was at a 7. So, you know, I'm like, he has to be coming. She came in, and she checked me, and she was like, yeah, you can push. Why? My husband was on the couch. Like, he was laying down, sleep. Like, before I called the nurse, I was in here moaning, like, loud. And he didn't even hear me. We called a nurse. So then when she told me I can push, I'm like, Jay, wake up. And he was just asleep. He was knocked out. And she's like, don't worry, I'll get him. You can start pushing. And so she went, and she was like, wake up, the baby's coming. Y'all should have saw how quick he hopped up. But it happened so fast. Like, from there, I pushed probably like a good, 5-10 minutes?
Yeah,
Not even 10 minutes. And he came. Like, when she checked me, she said, oh yeah, he's down. Like, he's right there. He's ready to come out. So he's out. He's fed already. Like, he's nursed, you guys. He has my nose. But yeah, as you can see, he still act like he wants to eat, but he's not latching back right now. So we'll try again later, but he's here. Just want to give y'all that update, and I'll probably just spend some quality time with him and get back to the vlog tomorrow. So I just wanted to give you guys an update. We got moved to a postpartum room, which is actually smaller than the labor and delivery room. But I'm eating breakfast. Daddy's trying to get some rest. He's been doing so good by himself. Like, we swallowed him. He's been sitting there looking around and everything, or trying to suck on the blanket. He likes to have his hands free. He has been latching, but yeah, I'm cramping a little bit since I breastfed him last, and they finally just brought some Tux pads and dermaplast and things in the room since I've been moved over here for me. I have been up, so right after I got the epidural, I was able to get up and move around. I mean, like, right after I gave birth, which I had just got the epidural probably like 30 minutes before that. But I've had no issues, like, being up, moving around. My blood pressure actually was high on the last check. So the nurse was like, you did good. Don't wait till you get into postpartum to start having blood pressure issues. I'm like, right. But I think it's just that I'm tired. I'm really tired. But I can't stop staring at him. But he's doing great. Look. He's so independent. Like, he's awake. But he's just... As long as he's swaddled, he's fine. He hates to be uncovered. Once that wind hit him, he starts crying, but he has the cutest cry. I'm like overjoyed, you guys. Like, I did it. I'm so excited. And yeah. But I had him at 4:42, and it's literally like 10 minutes from 8:30, so I need to get some rest because I've been up almost 24 hours. And yeah, I'll catch you guys later. All right, so you guys, I'm back with another update. To make a long story short, basically, babe, can you get my tripod? Well, never mind, that was a dumb question. He's over there doing skin to skin. But to make a long story short, basically, like, your girl was doing all right, and then I got moved to postpartum room and took a short nap and woke up in excruciating pain. So I was having light back pain and really bad cramping, to the point it was hard to even walk. And I, initially right after birth, I was able to walk. I said that with the epidural and everything. So the nurse basically called the doctor, and the doctor did an ultrasound, and I had like clots and blood pooling in my uterus. So they gave me some fentanyl, and they had to express it, which I didn't know they went with their hands. So they went digging up there, like scraping the clots out with their hands and pushing on my uterus. When I tell you, that was not fun. It hurt so bad. I am still tired. Naps are short-lived, but I guess you gotta get used to that. Having a newborn, it's not even because of him. He's been sleeping really well. So I've breastfed him like a total of 3 times now. And it is 2:35 in the afternoon, still September 19th, so same day. We tried to breastfeed earlier. He wouldn't latch again, but after he pooped, he had his first poop while the nurse was on lunch. After he pooped and we changed him, he latched right away. So I think he might have just been full and waiting. And then we did look, I don't know if I said it earlier, but we verified that my colostrum has come in. Some nice, good colostrum. So I've been actually drinking coconut water right now, and I picked up these cookies from Target just to try them out. I didn't get like a box. I literally only have this 1 pack, and I ended up putting these in the hospital bag just to see what they taste like and see if it actually helped. I got these. I didn't see any, I don't know if the word is FilmoraGo, but it does have like the sunflower lectin, soy lectin and stuff, which I heard is really good for lactation products versus the whole FilmoraGo. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Ingredients. So I'm gonna try these and see how they taste. They're Munchkin Milk Makers lactation cookie bites. So I'm gonna see how those taste. If you hear the noise in the background, he has hiccups. So the nurse was a little concerned about him earlier because he kept grunting while he was asleep or laying down, and once he pooped, he wasn't grunting anymore. So, but she was concerned about it earlier, wanted to make sure like his oxygen levels were good and everything. Like while he was laying down sleeping, he just kept basically like, I wouldn't say whining, but like kind of like a mixture between whining and grunting, right?
It sounded like, because I recorded it, it sounded like it was a car shifting gears.
He said it sounded like a car shifting gears. So yeah, that's like he was breathing hard when he was asleep, but he was also making like a moaning noise, like a grunting noise as well. So he was doing that for a while, and the nurse was kind of concerned. She checked him, but then she was like, I just want to be sure. So she took him to the nursery for about 30 minutes and let the nurses over there check on him and everything. And she brought him back, and they were like, yeah, they checked him out. He looks good. So, I just keep an eye on it and make sure that he's breathing well. And he pooped, and we haven't had that issue ever since. So hope that might just be something he does when he poops. So I'm gonna keep an eye on that and see if that's usually how that goes for him. But he's a really good baby. He doesn't cry a lot. When he's tired, he's tired. He just doesn't like to be bothered. When he's tired, like, you can move him around and stuff. You can unwrap, swaddle him while he's tired. He doesn't really cry until after a while. You have to keep messing with him. Like, even with his diaper change, he wasn't crying or anything. I think the only time he really cried was when he got his bath and when he got his vitamin K shot. Other than that, he hasn't cried that much. Earlier, he started to cry while he was asleep, like when we had him in the little bassinet thing, you know. And you know, being new parents, instantly we were gonna get up to go like comfort him, but he just like will whimper or like start crying. Like, he'll make that first big cry noise and just abruptly stop and go back to sleep. So yeah, just playing tricks on us while we trying to get some rest. But he's a really, really good baby so far. I don't really have any complaints. He's cooing. But yeah, so that's the update for now. Yeah, he had hiccups. My husband was saying, Gary was saying the hiccups finally stopped. So yeah. I'll catch you on the next update, you guys. Alright, so it's officially day 2. Well, actually, we've been here slightly like over 24 hours. We learned today, I don't know, they said we might have been able to go home today, but then they said we talked to somebody else, they said that it's 2 days, which is what we were told anyways to start off with. But so can go home tomorrow. Which, I mean, I'm not in a rush. Baby boy's doing great. Papa's over there resting. Say hey to the camera, babe.
What's going on?
And I'm gonna show you guys my postpartum body so far. So my stomach pretty much went down. Getting up is a struggle. But so this is my stomach. You know, still have that little belly, but definitely not the size it was. It actually looks a little bit bigger than yesterday, but I think it's because my bladder is full. I need to go use the bathroom. My back is sore from the contractions and everything I was having in my back yesterday. But other than that, everything is going good. Hungry much? Just wanted to show you guys the breakfast, the food. So I should have been vlogging the food the last few meals because, baby, what is this? What is this? This is a biscuit and gravy. This is sausage. And that's scrambled eggs, and then coffee and an orange juice. But I'm not gonna lie to you, I haven't been that enthused about the meals here. But Bay brought me Panera, because they do have Panera in the cafeteria. So he brought me Panera last night, and then he just offered to go get me something else to eat. So yeah, and we bought plenty of snacks and juices and everything. So, but you know, I'm grateful. It's just I mean, do y'all want it? Let me know in the comments. What's up, you guys? I am back. It is Monday, September the 21st, and it is discharge day. I hope you can hear me. I said it's Monday, September 21st, and it's discharge day. I don't know why I'm talking so low, but yeah, so oops, hopefully, not even hopefully, what am I saying? I have no clue, y'all. My brain is gone. But yeah, it's discharge day, so we're just waiting. The pediatrician already cleared him to be able to go home. We're waiting on his birth certificate, and what else? Yeah, just to make waiting to verify his birth certificate information, and basically just to get discharged and sent home. Like, yeah, I got a headache. I was so frustrated last night. Like, he hadn't peed or pooped in like probably like 12 hours. Well, most of the day yesterday. After the morning, he went and had his little boy procedure that I chose to do. If you don't choose to do that, that's fine. But stay out my comments if that's not something you agree with. But yeah, after that, when he first came back, he didn't eat, which they said is kind of expected. But then he finally did eat. But he hadn't pooped since like 3 o'clock that morning. He still hasn't pooped. But they said they're not really too concerned about it. And I follow up with the pediatrician tomorrow anyway, so if he still hasn't pooped by tomorrow, then I'll just make sure that I let them know that. But we're ready to go overall. He's good and healthy. Everything else is perfectly fine. I was concerned also about the amount of milk he was getting because he was cluster feeding, but still sucking and hungry afterwards. I'm not even convinced. I think he's just using sucking to pacify himself at this point. What do you think? But we'll probably hold off on that. But yeah, so I was concerned because I had fed him for like 40 minutes. And then after I got done feeding him, he was still like acting like he was hungry. And mind you, this 40-minute feeding was not like after 2 hours. I had just fed him an hour earlier. So to just feed you an hour ago, you feed for 40 minutes. Like, I was concerned, like, is he actually getting breast milk? So the lactation consultant came and talked and helped out with that. And we came to the conclusion to go ahead. All right. So yeah, that was actually the doctor's office calling to verify some stuff. But yeah. I can't wait to get home, so that way when my baby's sleeping, I try to sleep, I can actually sleep. I don't have people checking my blood pressure and my temperatures, and then me swaddling my baby, and then you coming back and unswaddling my baby. Like, he was unswaddled twice back to back this morning. Like, I'm tired of hearing him holler at this point. Y'all couldn't have coordinated and got that together? Like, I don't know. I'm annoyed. I'm just ready to go home and spend some quality time with my family. Oh gosh, that kneecap. Why are you looking like that? He told me that I'm being irritable. So I guess I'm gonna stop complaining. Oh yeah, and update, the food is still trash. Why did they break a biscuit with a piece of sausage and a tomato on it? But it was just the bottom of the biscuit. Like, I'm confused. With some oatmeal. And the oatmeal had no flavor. It was the blandest oatmeal in the world. Like, even when I cook Quaker oats, I've never had oats that bland before. And they gave 2 packets of pure cane sugar, and I put both packets in there, and it didn't change the flavor. And the lady from, you know, whoever brings the trays and stuff around, and she came to get it, and she said, were you done, or do you want me to? I said, no, I don't want that. I didn't mean to say it like that, though. But yeah, the food is still trash. What was for... Actually, there was a couple of good things yesterday. Now, there were some cakes. There was a red velvet cake, and the other one was what? A carrot cake? Carrot cake. That was good. They did like some grilled sweet potatoes. That was good. Plantains were good. Just random stuff. It's always one thing out of the whole thing that's good. Never the whole thing. Like, usually the sides. I think the only meal that I actually ate the meal. There you go. Ew, go. But yeah, I think it was the I don't even know what it's supposed to be, like meatloaf or Salisbury steak and potatoes or something. I don't know. So yeah. But aside of that, you guys, I'm gonna let you get a clip of us going home. But check in the next portion. All right, you guys, we are homebound. I look a mess, but we've secured the asset. Look at his little going home outfit. He's loving it in his little car seat. He went to sleep instantly. I had just fed him actually before, like I was feeding him when the guy came in. My lace is lifted. Y'all, I'm about to go home and snatch this wig off and get comfortable. And yeah, so this concludes our labor and delivery vlog. It's your girl Deshay, and I'm out.
Mama, K-Sun at it again. Hopped up out the bed, I put that drip on.